Welcome to Lesson 14 of the Learning Designer's Playbook, Just-in-Time Learning, delivering the right information at the right moment. This lesson introduces one of the most practical and performance-driven approaches in instructional design. Just-in-time learning focuses on providing information when it is most relevant, which dramatically improves retention and application. Unlike traditional training that happens before a task, this approach delivers knowledge precisely when it is needed. It reflects how modern workers prefer to learn, quickly, independently, and digitally. In this session, we'll explore how to design microlearning, job aids, and performance tools that support employees in real time. You'll see how just-in-time learning reduces errors and increases confidence across the organization. This lesson builds directly on our previous work about creating a learning culture, where curiosity and initiative are valued. You'll also gain insights into digital tools that make this approach scalable and measurable. By the end of the session, you'll understand how to integrate learning seamlessly into work rather than separate from it. Let's begin by looking at what we'll accomplish in this lesson. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to define just-in-time learning and explain its role in performance improvement. You'll identify the core design principles that make just-in-time learning effective. We'll explore examples and tools that demonstrate how this method works in modern organizations. You'll also learn how to design content that avoids cognitive overload and keeps learning focused on immediate needs. Finally, you'll apply best practices for implementing and measuring success. These objectives build on the foundational knowledge from previous lessons, ensuring your understanding grows with each topic. The focus here is on practicality. Everything we cover today is intended for real-world application. You'll see how the right balance of timing, delivery, and accessibility can turn learning into an everyday tool. The goal is to make training less about remembering and more about doing. As you move through each slide, reflect on how these principles can apply to your own learning projects. Remember, good instructional design doesn't just deliver information, it delivers performance outcomes. Keep that mindset as we progress through the lesson. Before diving into today's topic, let's revisit what we learned in Lesson 13. We discussed how creating a culture of learning forms the foundation for all effective training initiatives. A strong learning culture supports curiosity and encourages people to experiment and share knowledge. We explored how leadership buy-in is essential for engagement and long-term sustainability. Recognition and reward systems play a huge role in reinforcing desired learning behaviors. Without a supportive culture, even the best designed training programs fail to take root. The idea of continuous learning connects directly to today's topic of just-in-time learning. When culture values knowledge and growth, employees naturally seek out quick, practical resources to help them perform. This makes JIT learning a natural extension of a learning-oriented environment. In fact, organizations with strong learning cultures often adopt JIT methods more successfully. As you'll see in this lesson, just-in-time learning is both a product and a driver of learning culture. It turns curiosity into action and information into results. Keep that connection in mind as we move forward. Just-in-time learning is a delivery method focused on immediacy and relevance. It provides employees with the knowledge they need exactly when they need it, without delay or unnecessary detail. This approach mirrors how people naturally seek information in their daily lives, searching, reading, or watching short pieces of content to solve immediate problems. It's rooted in the idea that timing is just as important as content. The purpose is to eliminate the gap between knowing and doing. Instead of front-loading learners with all possible information, JIT Learning offers targeted guidance at the moment of need. This makes it one of the most efficient forms of workplace learning. It empowers employees to perform confidently without pausing for formal training sessions. The effectiveness of JIT learning depends on both the design and the delivery systems that support it. It also reflects modern work trends, flexibility, autonomy, and rapid access to knowledge. This model helps transform learning into an integrated part of performance. Just-in-time learning matters because it delivers measurable impact where it counts most, on the job. By providing guidance at the exact point of need, employees make fewer mistakes and work more efficiently. This approach supports self-directed learning by giving individuals control over when and how they learn. When learners can access answers instantly, they become more confident and capable. The speed and precision of JIT learning save time for both learners and organizations. It also enhances productivity because employees spend less time searching for solutions. Unlike traditional training, which can quickly become outdated, JIT content is easy to update and distribute. This flexibility makes it ideal for dynamic workplaces where procedures evolve rapidly. It also empowers teams to respond to challenges without waiting for formal courses. For instructional designers, JIT learning is a bridge between training and performance support. It turns learning into a continuous, responsive process rather than an isolated event. Ultimately, it strengthens organizational agility and ensures learning investments drive real results. At the heart of just-in-time learning are five essential principles: relevance, accessibility, simplicity, accuracy, and timeliness. Relevance ensures that the information directly aligns with the learner's immediate task or challenge. Accessibility means that learning resources are easy to find and use on any device at any moment. Simplicity focuses on delivering only what is necessary, removing clutter and complexity that slow down decision-making. Accuracy guarantees that the content reflects the latest standards, tools, and organizational practices. Timeliness connects all of these elements. It's about providing the right information at the exact moment of need. When these principles work together, learning becomes a natural extension of performance. These values guide every phase of JIT design, from analysis to delivery. They also ensure that learning solutions add value without disrupting workflow. As an instructional designer, applying these five principles helps create learning tools that feel intuitive and empowering. Keep these in mind as we explore design methods and real-world applications next. Designing just-in-time learning requires deep attention to how users access and move through content. Accessibility and flow determine whether your learners can find and apply what they need quickly. Always design with a mobile-first mindset, since most JIT learning happens on the go. Consistent visuals and structure help learners orient themselves instantly. Clarity should always take priority over elaborate design. In this format, your learner isn't exploring, they're solving. Every extra second they spend searching for information decreases the effectiveness of your learning tool. Anticipating user pathways means thinking through their steps, challenges, and context. Ask, where will they be when they need this? What device are they using? What distractions might exist? By answering these questions early, your design naturally supports real-world use. The best JIT materials feel invisible. They don't get in the learner's way. They simply deliver what's needed and disappear. Accessibility is not just a convenience, it's a design responsibility. Just-in-time learning can take many forms, depending on the organization's needs and resources. Microlearning videos are among the most common. They deliver quick, targeted bursts of instruction. Job aids and checklists provide fast reference materials employees can use while working. Chatbots and digital assistants offer immediate conversational guidance powered by AI. Interactive dashboards display performance data, progress tracking, and contextual links to resources. Mobile performance apps bring all of these tools together into one accessible hub. The key is selecting the right format for the learner's environment and task. For example, a safety procedure might benefit from a visual checklist, while troubleshooting software could use a chatbot guide. Variety ensures that learning adapts to different contexts while maintaining consistency. Designers should focus on short, visual, and actionable formats. Avoid long text blocks or passive materials. JIT learning thrives on engagement and immediacy. Combining multiple tools often enhances the user experience and broadens reach. These formats also help capture valuable data for continuous improvement. One of the biggest challenges in just-in-time learning is preventing cognitive overload. Because these resources are designed for speed and efficiency, they must stay simple. The general rule is that each piece of content should address one objective at a time. Keeping videos under 3 minutes and job aids under 1 page helps maintain focus. Visuals often communicate faster and more clearly than text. When information must be explained in steps, chunk related elements into logical groups. This approach aligns with how our brains naturally process information. Optional deep dive links allow curious learners to explore more without overwhelming others. Balance is key. Too little information frustrates the learner, but too much defeats the purpose. A well-designed JIT resource acts like a clear signpost, not an encyclopedia. Clarity, brevity, and structure drive results. Always test your materials with actual users to see where confusion arises. Their feedback is the best indicator of whether your learning stays accessible under pressure. Let's bring these ideas to life with a real-world example. A large customer service organization faced high call times and inconsistent support quality. Instead of scheduling lengthy refresher training, they launched a just-in-time support app. The app offered instant access to FAQs, product scripts, and troubleshooting visuals. It also featured an AI chatbot that guided representatives through customer interactions. Within weeks, call handling time dropped by 20%, and customer satisfaction scores improved. The tool empowered employees to find answers independently, boosting confidence and reducing reliance on supervisors. The learning team updated resources weekly to ensure accuracy. Because the app integrated directly into existing systems, adoption was seamless. This example highlights how JIT learning bridges the gap between training and performance. It shows how the right information, delivered at the right time, can transform results. Real-world application makes JIT learning not just a concept, but a tangible business advantage. The power of just-in-time learning lies in its seamless integration into daily work. Rather than existing as a separate training event, it becomes part of the performance ecosystem. Embedding resources directly in tools employees already use, like CRM systems or project management apps, makes learning instant and natural. Connecting these resources to performance goals ensures they stay relevant and purposeful. When employees see how learning improves their actual outcomes, engagement rises sharply. Integration also depends on aligning learning moments with team processes. For instance, a sales team might receive a new product update through a quick access guide in their workflow tool. Automatic updates are crucial so that content remains accurate without manual intervention. The smoother the integration, the greater the adoption. Learning should feel like support, not an interruption. When well integrated, JIT systems encourage self-directed growth and continuous improvement. This approach helps build a culture of agility and lifelong learning within the organization. Measurement is the link between design and improvement. For just-in-time learning, impact can be measured in several ways. Usage data tells you how often resources are accessed and by whom. Frequent use often indicates strong alignment with job needs. Performance metrics such as task accuracy, speed, or customer satisfaction reveal deeper outcomes. Learner feedback provides context, why people use or avoid certain tools. Combining quantitative and qualitative data offers the most accurate insight. Link every measurement to a business outcome whenever possible. If the goal was reducing errors, track post-launch error rates. If the goal was increasing sales efficiency, compare before and after performance data. JIT learning should always lead to measurable change, even in small increments. Over time, this data validates your approach and informs refinements. Measuring effectiveness keeps learning initiatives agile, responsive, and results-driven. Implementing just-in-time learning can present challenges, especially when shifting from traditional training models. Resistance to new technology is common, particularly among employees comfortable with established systems. Clear communication and user-friendly design can ease the transition. Another barrier is content maintenance. If resources become outdated, trust erodes quickly. Assign ownership for regular review and updates. Poor integration is another issue. JIT tools must fit naturally into existing systems to gain adoption. Leadership misalignment can also stall progress. Leaders must model usage and communicate the value of JIT learning. When they champion these tools, employees are more likely to engage. Continuous feedback loops between designers, managers, and users ensure sustainability. Addressing these barriers early keeps your JIT strategy strong, credible, and scalable. The future of just-in-time learning is being shaped by technology and data-driven insight. Artificial intelligence is leading this evolution by personalizing learning experiences. AI can predict what knowledge an employee will need before they ask for it. Adaptive platforms adjust difficulty and content based on user performance. Context-aware tools deliver guidance based on location, role, or task. Predictive performance support uses analytics to anticipate challenges and provide proactive resources. Automation simplifies the creation and updating of microlearning content. As organizations embrace digital transformation, JIT learning will increasingly rely on integrated ecosystems. These systems connect learning, performance, and analytics into one seamless experience. The next wave of JIT tools won't just react, they'll anticipate. Instructional designers must be ready to design for adaptability, ensuring that technology enhances, not replaces, the human experience. Staying informed about these trends helps keep your learning strategies relevant and forward-focused. For a deeper understanding of how to design digital experiences that align with just-in-time principles, this featured resource is invaluable. The New Virtual Classroom by Ruth Colvin Clark and Ann Quinn explores how to build live, interactive virtual learning environments that promote engagement and retention. The authors provide evidence-based design practices rooted in cognitive psychology and workplace application. The text bridges theory and technology, offering methods to transform digital sessions into performance-driven learning. It complements just-in-time learning by emphasizing immediacy, interaction, and learner autonomy. This book is especially relevant for designers integrating microlearning and live collaboration tools. Whether you're developing short digital bursts or real-time sessions, these insights will help ensure your design is grounded in both research and practicality. Let's recap the essential principles of just-in-time learning. The foundation of JIT learning is timing, delivering knowledge exactly when it's needed, not days or weeks before. This ensures relevance and immediate application. Integration into workflow is what makes this model sustainable. By embedding learning tools within existing systems, employees can access help without disruption. Microlearning supports this process by offering short, targeted bursts of content that reinforce key skills. Performance tools such as digital guides or video snippets extend formal training into real-world contexts. Measuring outcomes is equally critical as it ensures the learning is not only accessible but effective. Regular updates and analysis allow the system to evolve alongside business needs. Finally, adaptability ensures that your JIT learning strategy remains relevant as technology and tasks change. When these principles are applied consistently, they transform learning from an event into a natural part of daily performance. Just-in-time learning matters because it fundamentally changes how organizations learn and perform. It provides the right information at the right moment, reducing time wasted on irrelevant content. Employees no longer need to sift through hours of training to find what they need. Instead, they can solve problems instantly and get back to work. This immediacy increases both efficiency and confidence. Real-time problem-solving becomes part of the workflow, improving accuracy and productivity. Retention improves because learners apply knowledge immediately after acquiring it. Engagement rises when learning feels practical and self-directed. JIT learning also empowers employees to take ownership of their growth. They become active participants rather than passive recipients. This shift fosters a culture of curiosity, adaptability, and accountability. Over time, organizations that adopt JIT learning see stronger alignment between training and results. In essence, it's not just a delivery method, it's a mindset that turns every challenge into an opportunity to learn. As we close this lesson, think about how your organization currently delivers learning. Are employees able to access the knowledge they need in real time? If not, this is your opportunity to innovate. Start by reviewing your existing training structure and identifying areas where information delays affect performance. Then explore how microlearning, AI, or mobile tools could support faster knowledge delivery. Even small shifts can have a major impact when learning becomes timely and actionable. Consider building pilot programs that embed learning aids into daily tools. Use feedback and metrics to measure how these changes affect outcomes. As you refine your approach, remember that JIT learning isn't a replacement for formal training. It's an evolution. It complements structured learning by providing reinforcement and support where it matters most. In the next section, we'll begin exploring the ADDIE model, starting with A is for analyze. You'll see how analysis sets the foundation for every learning solution, ensuring it aligns with business goals and learner needs.